Today we're taking a look at these NCAAB matches, which are happening on Thursday, January 20th, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Appalachian State vs Georgia State. Appalachian State has excelled on the defensive end so far this season. The Mountaineers have the 59th ranked scoring defense in the country, allowing just 63.6 points per game. They have done a particularly good job guarding the three-point line, allowing just 30% from beyond the arc, ranked 50th. Appalachian State has allowed 42.7% of all field goals. The Mountaineers have won 4 of their last 5 games. If they continue their early success in Sun Belt play, the defense will likely need to be the catalyst once again. It might be weird to see Georgia State favored, since it has not won a game against a Division I opponent since November, but the Panthers are my pick on Thursday. I have a ton of faith in head coach Rob Lanier, who had a great tenure as an assistant to Tennessee under Rick Barnes and had an excellent campaign in Atlanta last year. This Georgia State team has experience and talent, but COVID-19 has hindered their ability to get on the court. They have finally strung some games together and should start to round into form. Our first betting pick will be Georgia State -5. Georgia State had a fantastic campaign last year, going 16-6, 8-4, losing to Appalachian State in the Sun Belt Conference tournament title game. The Panthers won 4 of their first 5 games this season, but they have struggled since then. They have only won 2 of their last 9 contests and are on a 3-game losing streak. Georgia State has had 4 games cancelled in the past 2 weeks due to COVID-19. Its first 2 conference games have resulted in losses to Utah, Arlington and South Alabama. The Panthers were 8-point favorites in the 70-63 loss to the Mavericks. Our second betting pick will be under 135. Quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Charleston vs Towson. The Charleston Cougars have struggled a bit lately as they have lost 2 of their last 3 games, including an 8-point home loss against the UNC Wilmington Seahawks in their last game. In that game, Charleston's defense was awful as it allowed 86 points, while letting the opposition shoot 41.2% from the 3-point line. However, that lackluster defensive performance was not surprising, since the Cougars are allowing 77.1 points per game. Now, Charleston will be looking to get back on track defensively with a conference road game up next. Towson is a pretty heavy favorite here, but they are at home and playing very good basketball. They are also 14-4 Austrian shillings this season and one of the better covering teams in the nation. They could also get Nolan back to run the point, which would help especially defensively, though Gibson has been lights out, 48 points, over his last 2 games. The Towson Tigers have been playing some great basketball lately, as they have won each of their last 4 games, including a 22-point road victory against the William and Mary Tribe in their last game. In that game, Towson's offense was unstoppable as it scored 91 points, while shooting 54.8% from the floor and 44.0% from the 3-point line. However, that quality offensive performance was somewhat expected, since the Tigers rank 42nd in adjusted offensive efficiency, according to KenPom rankings. Now, Towson will be looking to extend its winning streak with a conference home game up next. Our first betting pick will be Towson -8.5. When Towson beat William and Mary on Monday from Williamsburg, they were facing a team that had covered all 3 conference home games as double-digit dogs, and their last game against JMU went overtime. They went 2-1 Sioux. Everything clicked for the Tigers, who jumped out to an 11-point halftime lead and won by 22. Those 22 points were the same amount that was scored by junior guard Jason Gibson, 6-11 3PT, who missed Towson's previous win against Elon on Saturday. Junior Nick Timberlake added 17 points on 7 of 14 shooting, 3-6 3PT, while junior Cam Holden added 15 points and 11 boards. Bucknell transfer John Meeks scored 27 points on 10 of 16 shooting on Monday for Charleston, but that wasn't enough to hold UNCW, who scored 50 points in the second half, to win by 8 on the road. The Cougars shot 53% from the floor and 44%, 8 for 18, from beyond the arc. But they also committed 18 turnovers, Meeks had 6, and shot just 12 of 23, 52% from the line. Freshman Rain Smith was a bright spot off the bench with 17 points on 5 of 8 from the three-point line. Our second betting pick will be under 150. Akron vs Bowling Green. The Akron Zips have been playing some mediocre basketball lately as they have split their last 4 games. On the bright side, Akron enters this game on a bit of a high note after beating Western Michigan at home by 1 point in its last game. In that game, Akron's offense was productive as it scored 74 points while shooting 46.0% from the floor. However, that quality offensive performance was somewhat expected since the Zips are averaging 72.9 points per game. Now, Akron will be looking to put together another stellar offensive performance with a conference road game up next. Akron has relied on its shooting to win games this season, which does not make them an appealing team to back on the road. The Zips are not playing well defensively. I want to back a strong defensive team away from home. They are also one of the most inexperienced teams in the country, which is another factor that I do not like about them. Bowling Green has similar numbers this season, but those numbers work much better at home. The Falcons will have more defensive intensity in front of their home crowd, and they are naturally going to shoot better at the Stroh Center. Our first betting pick will be Bowling Green minus 1.5. Bowling Green dropped 4 of its first 6 games before putting together a 5-game winning streak. The Falcons have struggled since conference play began, losing 4 of its first 5 games. Their lone win during that stretch came in an 87-83 overtime win over Miami, Ohio. They bounced back from the rough patch with a 92-83 win over Northern Illinois on Tuesday. Bowling Green has won 5 of its last 6 home games and has covered the spread in 6 of its last 9 games. The Falcons come into this game at number 97 in adjusted efficiency. Akron got off to a slow start this season, losing 3 of its first 5 games. The Zips answered with a 6-game winning streak, including upsets over Marshall, Wright State and Buffalo. They have lost 2 of their 4 games since then, falling to Ohio and Kent State. Their other 2 games were wins over Ball State and Western Michigan. They were large favorites in both of those victories. Akron has won 16 of its last 20 games against Bowling Green, covering in 6 of the last 8 meetings. The Zips have won 14 of their last 17 games on the road against the Falcons. Our second betting pick will be over 150. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you the user or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.